It has been way too long, and finally we get a chance to bring this individual into studio. Callum Scott.
He's home.
You're home.
He's back.
You're home.
My heart fluttered when I came into the airport this morning. Do you know what? It's always a pleasure to come back here. Obviously, I can't even remember the last time I was in South Africa, like in South Africa.
It is a while.
Would have been 2 years.
2 years ago.
2 years plus, and that's too long.
Way too long.
The same thing. Yeah.
I heard her calling. South Africa was calling me.
How's the tour been? The Avanoir tour.
Beautiful. Very French, Carl.
I know it's French, but you know what? You took me down the rabbit hole of the person who started the Avanoir, well, actually coined the phrase Avanoir.
Yes. Well, so it's from a book called The Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows, and it's a bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a weird one to get your head around. But I was just having a bit of a doom scroll, and I came across that word, and I was like, I've never heard this word before.
Yeah.
And I started looking into it, and basically it's this kind of notion of we move through life like a rower moves. Always moving forward, but only being able to see our past. You know, we can't turn around in the boat and see what's coming, right?
True.
Yeah.
But there's this question was posed about what if you could? You know, you'd see what your wedding day would look like, and you'd be able to prepare for the worst days of your life, and it just got me thinking, and I was just like, wow, this is so like. It's got all my inspiration going. And then I started to sort of use that concept against my own music. And I was thinking, do you know what? These 10 years of my career have been like completely magical because I couldn't see it coming. You know, I used to, I used to work in human resources.
Yes.
I used to work in a 9-to-5 job, dreaming of doing something like this. And so to be able to now do it and to have done it for now 10 years, every step of the way has been like, it can't get better than this. You know, I have a song called You Are the Reason. It goes viral, you know, goes across the world. It can't get better than this. Then I'm touring with Ed Sheeran. Well, it can't get better than this. I've got a song with Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? I'm like, even the very beginning of the year, Carl, and I'm stood in front of the pyramids of Giza.
What?
That's
and
crazy.
I'm just like, I used to work in a grocery shop. Like, I don't understand what's going on with my life.
Yeah.
And it made me think, you know what,
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I cannot turn around in my boat. But it does pose a great question. And it makes me think it's about taking stock of what we have, because we do worry a lot about the future, and we do sort of regret and think back to our past. And I'm not saying that it's easy, but it's so healthy to be able to just place yourself in the present and look around and be grateful for where you are and what you have. And, you know, and I know for some people that might just be, you know, the air in our lungs. And I get that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, you know, from the very basic level all the way through to, you know, the people you have around you and what you're able to do for a living, and just being grateful for the moment.
I love the fact that you are so flexible in terms of your music, is that you've done bangers for dance floors. You've done ballads that made me cry. You've made me think about family that's far away. Like, there's been so many different shifts and changes. And I think you've literally been embodying Avanoir.
Yeah.
Because 10 years later, look at you. I mean, you could have been the best human resource manager in the world now, and you obviously messed it up and became a singer. Well, you know what?
I'm so happy I came to your TED Talk. I'm here for it.
Thank you.
I'm ready to do this.
What it
Yes.
was giving Guru a little bit, you know, like the Guru Callum.
Yes.
It was giving that a little
It's
bit.
my new
though.
era.
Yes. So burn a bit of sage in the room now, and let's continue with the chat. But, you know, before we get on to, and I love this duet with Whitney Houston, because it's a duet. It's not exactly like you've taken the song and you've got the rights to it and you created a dance song. No, this is something even more special. I heard about the background of it, which is so enthralling, and we'll get to that later. But today is a very special day in South Africa, because a lot of the grade 12s, matrics, they finished school, they got the results. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I want to take you back to when you were there. What was Callum like then?
Oh God, he was a spotty emo kid. He needed a better skin regime. Do you know what? I think the thing with me back then is because music was, I'd studied music at school. I'd done it at GCSE, and I really enjoyed it. I guess coming from a small city in the northeast of England, I was kind of led to believe that that's not a real job. You know what I mean? In inverted commas. You know, my grandparents, you know, one of them was in the Merchant Navy, one of them was a dinner lady, and I think it was kind of, you know, of that generation, is particularly to make sure you've got something stable, to make sure you can pay your bills and pay off your house. And so having that mentality in mind, I was like, I don't really look at anything else and see any real excitement for the future. I don't see myself going in a particularly academic route. I'm definitely not great with my hands. I can't build Lego, let alone a house. So I think I was like, well, what am I going to do? Yeah. And I remember getting my results, and I remember I think I got an A in music. I got an A in English language. Wow. I knew that was an area, but I was definitely not thinking, oh, I'm going to be a music artist. I mean, if I went back and told myself that now, I'd probably laugh in my own face, because it just was not in my periphery. It was nothing, you know. It was a hobby and something I enjoyed, but that was it. So I felt, I would truthfully say I felt quite lost. And I remember getting my results at my GCSE. I don't know what the school age is that they're leaving. Are they
18?
It's like 18.
18. So that's kind of like what they do next, like jobs or university or whatever.
Exactly where we are at the moment.
So I would have been like, well, that's that then. I guess I'm gonna have to find something. And I ended up taking further education. I did media studies for a little bit. I did music for a little bit. And I remember being in a music class, and they said, right, today we are going to record a clarinet from 5 different places in the room. And I was like, I do not want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do music production in that way. I'm not that kind of way inclined. And so I left, and I got myself an apprenticeship in IT. And that sort of landed me a couple of jobs. IT, I mean, it's the way of the future.
Right.
And then I landed in my human resources job, finished my apprenticeship, and stayed there for 8 years. And it wasn't for a long time until music became a reality.
Your sister pushed you to a show, hey?
It was my sister,
Heard
Jade.
you in the kitchen singing and said, hey.
She was like, listen, you got to do something with that. And yeah, I've got her to thank. I mean, she applied me for all those karaoke competitions, and then ultimately Britain's Got Talent, and has been pushing me and in my corner ever since. And I think what I would want to say, because I do think it's important to speak to the people listening that have got their results. Would they have had their results?
Yes, it's out now.
So what I want to say to you directly is, please don't worry so much about your results. Of course it's important. Of course you worked hard for them. But if you didn't get the result that you want, please take it from me as somebody that, if you have dreams, you know, they do come true with hard work and determination. Maybe not immediately, maybe not this year, you know, maybe not in the next few years, but if you work hard and you really dream big and believe in yourself, and you know, and stand in your own corner and rally the support around you that wants your best interests, dreams really do come true. And to everybody who got the grades they want, congratulations. I didn't get my maths. I really wanted to pass my maths, and I got a D just below a C.
I think a lot of people can relate.
Oh my God. And then I went back in further education and got the exact same result.
Oh my God.
And I was like, maths just isn't for me. I'm never going to use Pythagoras theorem in my life. So there you go. I don't know the angles of a triangle, but that's okay. I can sing a bit.
You don't go to the grocery store and solve for X.
You're like, X and Y equals broccoli. So how... minus the cauliflower.
Yes.
It's a carrot.
How many carrots remain?
But the lesson there, I suppose, is that I think, you know, school is... I think it's a proof of concept. I think it's a way for you to say, hey, you know what, I can follow through with something, and I did. And I think that's very important. You should be proud of yourself for that. But then from that point, it's also about what you can do next. And I think that's also about, number one, being kind to yourself. And just ensuring that no matter what you take on, whether it be a grocery store job, an HR job, an IT job, just remember that I feel like success is not something that is guaranteed through a career path, but it's within yourself.
You know, you might be in a position where you have to work, and in which case I used to work in a grocery store. I had to be the guy that collected the trolleys, the shopping carts, and I used to collect all those from the car park and put them in the store. As you can imagine, that was a laugh. That was a laugh a minute. But I did it because it was it was being able to make some money, to be able to buy equipment, to be able to, you know, pay for this, pay for that, get a car, drive to different places. Right. And I think for me, you know, it might not be what you want to do, but it might be that foundation and that building block
that helps.
And I think, don't hate the journey, because, you know, when I look back now, I'm grateful for getting into music at a later age, because I'm so much more grateful and so much more appreciative than I would have been if I was 18. And I think that's in every industry.
Usually when you do a song that is sort of maybe a cover, you have to go to this person's label, or you have to go to whoever owns the rights to the writers, and you have to say to them, hey, I want to do a little rendition of the song, and they have to give it the yay or nay. Is that correct? That's how it works, right?
Yeah, normally, yeah.
So it worked differently for you because is it true that the Houston estate approached you because they heard a bit of your Ed Sheeran tour mashup, which was you dance on my own with Dance with Somebody. You kind of did a mashup of that. Right?
Yeah, and it's funny. I was like looking through some of my videos from like 2020, 2021 when I was coming back after COVID.
Yeah.
And I had been doing that little mashup every now and again since then. So I guess it's the work of the last 3 or 4 years of just having to play around. I mean, I've been singing that song for 7 years, dancing on my own. So I wanted to like spice it up a little bit every now and again, and I would throw I Want to Dance with Somebody in there. And I was on tour with Ed Sheeran. My manager came, he filmed it, and obviously it was a stadium of people singing the song back. It was incredibly impressive. And the video made its way to the Houston estate. And Pat Houston, Whitney's sister-in-law, reached out personally. I can't even believe I'm saying it. Reached out personally and was like, this is amazing. Would you like Whitney's vocal to do a duet? And this is the first time. So obviously with Kygo, with Higher Love and multiple DJs over the years, they've licensed her voice for remixes, but they've never done it for a duet. And so when they told me that, when they gave me that honor, I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to make it sad. I mean, that's just Callum Scott. I've got to make it depressing. Let's take a pop ballad.
Like
a pop
something
anthem
cool
and something that people can dance to in the club. Let's make it sad. Let's make people cry with it.
Well done.
It's just my formula.
Well done. Yeah, it's a good one. It's working for you.
Exactly.
It really is, yeah.
And I sort of thought, right, I've got to be being respectful to Whitney and her memory, to her fans across the world, to her, that was the top priority. And so I was very particular in the way that I worked with her vocal. There's like, my producer was like, oh, do you want to clean the vocal up? And you can hear the bleed from the snare. I'm like, leave it on there. Leave it on there. It's the artifact. That was from her with the cans on, and she opened her ear so she could hear more. Yeah. And you can hear the snare drum from the actual production. And I'm like, those are all bits of memory that we need to keep. We didn't touch the vocal. We didn't speed it up. We didn't change it. We didn't add anything. And I made sure that I sat quite far back in terms of what I did vocally. I didn't come in until the first chorus, and even then a harmony, and then a little bit of the verse, and then I back off again. And because I just wanted to, my mum is responsible for me being a Whitney fan, and so and so I wanted to make sure that there's millions and millions and millions of Whitney fans out there, and Whitney can't tell me whether she likes this version or not. Not even her family can, and so I had to keep that at the top of my mind. And I feel like I've done as good and as a respectful job as I could with it.
The sensitivity and the vulnerability that you treated it with actually made Whitney shine even more.
Well,
I have to say that.
And the horrific thing, I guess, is that there'll be some youngsters out there that won't know who Whitney Houston is. It hurts my heart to say that, but there'll probably be some young kids who are like, Whitney who? And for me to be able to work on that duet and bring her voice back, you're getting a whole new generation of people that are hearing that voice. And plus I scoured the internet, I researched like crazy. She never did an acoustic version of I Want to Dance with Somebody.
No.
So we never heard what she would sound like with a string section and stuff. So it's like, I feel like it was for me, because I'm such a huge fan of hers, and it was a passion project. It wasn't like I could tap into, it wasn't anything strategic. It was purely for the love of her and music. So I have a little surprise. My mum's obviously been on tour with me for all across Europe, and so I asked her if she wanted to come on this leg of the tour, and she was like, I don't know, it's quite far away places and stuff like that. But I convinced her, and so I think somewhere lurking around in the studio, I brought my mum to see you.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Debbie Scott, ladies and gentlemen.
What a ride.
Hold on. Please come give me a hug. Just, oh my word. Give me a love. Hi, Debbie.
I knew you'd like that surprise, Carl.
You smell so good. Welcome.
Oh, thank
Oh my
Mum,
word.
come to the microphone.
Please do.
This would be my mum's. I reckon this is your debut radio interview.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is your debut radio interview.
Okay, here we go. It's actually happening.
What do you want to say to South Africa, Debs?
Well, you might not want to know.
Okay, well, you know what? If you swear, you're the only person I'd forgive.
Yeah, please don't
do
do
if
that.
you want to. Okay, no, but just you must be so proud. I have never received a single celebrity red flag from Callum ever, and I think it's because you still hold a very, very solid slipper in your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's solid, Carl.
And that's
It is solid.
Well, it's not the slipper, it's the knuckle.
Oh, it's the knuckles.
She gives you.
yeah. So South Africa we use a slipper, but I mean in the
Yeah.
UK a knuckle. This is great.
Not 5 knuckles, thank God.
But
No.
when you heard, I mean, apparently you are the reason that this man's a Whitney fan, and you know when you heard the song for the first time, what was your response to it?
I cried, didn't
You know he does that.
I? And listening
does.
to it, I mean, I had the, what do they call
demo?
it?
Yeah.
And I got goosebumps, and I thought, my boy's singing with Whitney.
Wow.
And I idolise that woman.
Super important for me
Yes.
to have mum because my dad wasn't around when we were growing up. So
Okay.
so mum has filled the boots of both parents and she's done it so beautifully. And I think the way that she's raised me and my sister, I think that permeates into my music and into how I am with my fans and and again, like now it comes back full circle and now I get to take mum everywhere and look after her and bring her to see the world and it's beautiful to give mum a hug before and after stage and see her there in the crowd and she's clapping away. She never gets bored of the songs. She hasn't told me that she does.
Maybe now and then. No, I do.
It's amazing to meet you because obviously I've seen you in the videos and obviously I'm following Callum all over and he always speaks so highly of you. From the first interview we had, your name came out. It was like, hey, my mom was the supporter in the beginning that believed in me, believed that I could do this.
Yeah.
And that's the virtue of a mom. And you're a testament to everything that is good in a mom. And I can
thank
feel that
you.
from you. When I hugged you and your scent, you smell so good. It's just, I don't know what it is.
He bought me it.
Yes. Yeah, she's got spoiled for
great.
Christmas.
Debbie, it's so nice to have you in. Sorry, Callum, you're now part of the
You can
the
go.
audience. There we go.
Go a bit closer.
There we
She's
go.
never done radio
No,
interviews
no, it's
before,
fine. Come closer. I want to hear your amazing voice.
Come
There we
closer.
There we go. Tell me, the singing in the house, because I know that's where great singers, they start in the church or in the house, etc. So even when your boy sings and it's completely off key, you'll still go, oh, the voice of an angel. Were you that type of mom, or did you just hear the angel voice from the beginning?
Yeah, I suppose I did really. I never really criticised him.
No, it's more these days.
Yeah.
Oh, now.
He was a
Okay.
bit off key there, Cal.
We did a show in London and I played a song that I've not played in a long time called Only You from my first album. Very, very back in the day. And I played the song and I had, I guess for my own sins, had given my mum a live microphone so that she could commentate. And so I threw to my mum during the show and I said, so like, what do you think of the show? And she said, oh my God, amazing, so happy, so proud. So what do you think of that last song? She went, it's not my favourite.
Oh,
To the London Palladium.
I love mums.
And I was like,
Love mums.
okay, so the next song is, and I had to move briefly past. But I think the thing is with mum is like, when I first started singing, I hear your question.
Yes.
And I was definitely nervous. I mean, I used to be shut, the doors were shut. I used to use Jade's equipment when
Yeah,
you
you
guys
did,
were out the
yeah.
house because I was just so terrified. I used to think that singing was the most exposing thing that you could do because you're literally putting your heart and soul on the line.
Yeah.
And if people
Right.
go, I don't like your voice, there's not a lot you can do to change it. You know
That's-
what I mean?
that's because it's
like
you.
It's your identity.
You're not a carpenter and hey, look at my table, and they're like, oh, you should
It's not
change
good
the
enough
legs of the table.
build
This
another
is
table.
actually just you.
Right. So I guess I was nervous for that reason, but it was definitely my sister that was the driving force behind it. Mum supported us wherever
Oh,
we went. But
But that first time you got on stage, he was terrified. And it was only a little pub. And I went, oh, go on, you'll be fine. And he went, it's not you getting up there in front of everybody, is it?
yeah. I
Do
also
you, do you remember the song in the pub?
It was an Ed Sheeran song. wasn't it?
Paolo Nutini.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was Last Request.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Last
word!
Request.
Yeah, that was the first song I
Yeah.
sang live. Yeah.
That is great. And then you were there, and you kind of knew, but I'm sure there was always that thing. I mean, when you looked at Callum, that you just said like something's happening here. And even though you witnessed him being in the grocery store and in IT and HR, and then suddenly this show, and a guy called Simon, and just this golden, amazing
Bullseye.
confetti all over, that sort of thing. I'm sure that was just, you've watched this entire journey, and I would like to know, what is the one thing that has stayed consistent in your son all the way through this roller coaster ride of a 10-year industry plus?
He's just got so much to give in himself, and he just goes from strength to strength. I mean, when I listen to some of the songs from years ago and listen to him now, his ranges are completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic then, but now it just blows me away.
I need to ask you the most difficult question I can ask a mom.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Careful now.
I know. I'm like,
I
what?
don't know.
What's he
Is she
about
gonna
to
give me
say?
up for adoption? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well, maybe. Well, we see.
Oh,
What is your favorite song?
Oh.
From Callum Scott.
No matter what.
Oh,
Ah.
well. Okay, that makes
She
sense.
features.
Yes, that makes sense. It's a bit
I'm
of
only kidding. I don't mean like that. I don't mean
yeah,
like that.
but okay, but it's
No, but I mean, all of your songs, apart from...
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I was going to ask the
Apart from
next
that
question. Which one do you not like? It's just
Only you, Carl.
you.
She's not a fan.
only you is great,
Yeah.
right? It is
Yeah.
great. It was just the night. Maybe the wind is blowing in a different way, and that's why it
Yeah.
just didn't sound the normal way. That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I were to take you to a karaoke, what song would you sing? It'd be nice, Debbie, to have you on the mic.
Whitney
Oh,
Houston
you
for
won't
sure.
get me on them.
Well, not sober.
Yes.
Yeah, not so.
Well, let's just say after a couple. What do we get you to sing, Debbie?
Oh, God. I don't really do karaoke.
I think you'd be.
I think when I'm with my friends,
Yes.
we do a lot of ABBA.
Yeah, you do a lot of
Yeah.
ABBA.
ABBA.
That's
there
true.
We go. There
And
we
then
go.
we're all like this,
Yeah.
giving it the moves.
And they
as
went.
well.
They realised that dream that came to fruition when you all went to that fancy dress, and it was you, Aunt Jan. There's a couple of other girls, and you
Yeah.
all wore the flary bottoms
Yeah.
and the crazy hair and
I
the,
love
the
that.
It's
jewelry. and-
brilliant.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
I know you'll be invoicing us.
She's a celebrity now.
know she is.
I was doing. I'll tell you this. I know we're quickly wrapping up, but we were going to my meet and greets in Europe, and so Mum would come with me because Mum is actually on the tour officially as a wardrobe manager.
Yes.
So she looks after all my clothes, and she was coming with me to the meet and greets, making sure I looked all right. And so like people would come to me, and they would walk in the door, they would see me, they would see Mum, and they would just gravitate towards Mum.
It happens.
And they would be like, "Can I take a picture with Mum? Gifts for Mum, chocolates,
Wow.
flowers." She, I mean, I was like,
Chopped liver.
she started to negotiate contracts with my manager.
I think you're becoming an influencer, Debbie. I'm so
She
sorry. It's
is.
happening.
She is.
It's happening.
Oh,
She's got to create a TikTok account now.
Debbie, this is an honor. It really is. It's
It's
great.
been lovely.
No, it's really
Thanks.
great. And honestly, we are so happy to have your son here. We are so proud of him as well and the journey. And now we can feel that all of the energy and that heart and the love, it all comes from you. So it's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I will be back very, very soon. There's
I
no
know.
doubt about it.
We know you. We know you. At the beginning of
We'll
every
be
year.
back.
We'll be back.
Oh, sorry, Debbie? Yes.
Yes. yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
The Flash Drive with Carl Wastie. KFM 94.9.